I tried snapping into a grim gym. All I got was 3,000-year-old mummy meat and some dried bones. Do not recommend. Oh no. Welcome back to WrestleQuest. We have made it to Grim Jim's tower because the ring is cursed. Someone has murdered Grim Jim, and his ghost is haunting the place. Ooh, yeah. I mean, no. I mean, see. I mean, no. It's not good. Also, we had our first encounter with Muchacho Man and Brink Logan, and it went better than expected, at least. But we need to collect feast tokens and Tolkien's. You know what? Tolkien probably had something to do with this area, yeah. There's a feast Tolkien now. And an executioner's hood. It feels like that's for evil people. Look at all these wizard hats. Wizard hats for everyone. Where's it? Oh, I see. Okay. Low armor. You regain 5 AP for every enemy you defeat. And negative karma to wear it, you villain. So good guys cannot wear that. Good guys are not allowed to wear that. But what about anti-heroes? Huh? I don't see any anti-heroes around here. We also need another slam token for that. And there's a skeleton. I gotta suplex the skeleton. Actually, what am I doing? I don't think I need clay arrows anymore. I think I got that component out of the way. Also, I see a switch down there that requires a Grim Gym, and there's no Grim Gym to be found. You rolled a 6? Or is that a 9? I don't think the 9 is next to the 10 like that. I think they rolled a 6. Ah, man. That's unfortunate. I hope you have a lot of bonuses. And another feast token. For this fellow. This is who gets your feast tokens. Ew! It's a good thing he's a toy. Man, poor guy. He got Mr. Creosoted all over the dungeon. A dark light shines in the courtyard. That's probably what we need the Brooder for? Let's go see what the Brooder's doing. Ah, here we go. The spooky fog is gone. You can now penetrate deep inside of Grim Jim's tower. Just follow the spooky purple light and don't stray off the path. And I really want to see if it really was the elf helmet that messed with Veneta getting that buff last time. We gotta try the science. We gotta science this. But I'm no good at science. This would be a perfect spot to do some science. Once we get some hype up. Oh, we don't have enough hype for the campfire yet? Darn it. There we go. Now, will I campfire Vanilla? She's definitely not vanilla. Yep, it was the elf helmet that did it. You can't give buffs to people wearing elf helmets. Noted. Leave him go. Let him go. Look how terrified he is. Someone is asking for a spread attack. Let's see how this works. Finally! Shred! Yeah, I'd say that's a little bit broken on Veneta. I'd say that's pretty broken on Veneta. And Nuke indeed has a 100% crit chance. Good old-fashioned pile bomber to finish it off. Brooder should get some crit bonuses as well, but there we go. All our problems have been solved. I got to see what Campfire does, and yes, it's crazy on Veneta. Just don't wear an elf helmet or something that makes you immune to status effects, and you'll be fine. So that's the one drawback. That's the one drawback. Even though it says immunity to all negative status effects, so that shouldn't be a thing. But I suppose we could give this to possibly the Brooder? Yeah, he could have damage reduction and be immune to status effects, so he could be kind of like a tank. If I intend on using Campfire more often, it's definitely going to be with Venetic, so she could shred everybody. Oh, hey, yeah, that's what happens when you hit the dark. You get sent all the way back. Fun! But there was an orc in my way. I wanted to sneak past him. I was like, I'll just take a little bit of damage in the darkness. Go the other way. You see nothing. You don't see a hunky guy. And that is up on a ledge. I want that treasure. Why is it up on a ledge like that? Okay, we don't need to fight any more skeletons. We don't need to do a science anymore. Bunch. Bunch. Get bunched. Get looted, loser. Dead Cold Vest. That sounds like another villain-based item. Yeah, it definitely is. Colder than the grave. Armor rating 46 and you're immune to water damage, but have to have negative karma. No good for us. I don't think it's possible to go from one end of the spectrum to the other. I don't think that green coffin leads anywhere. Hopefully not. More push puzzles. I didn't realize the Dungeons and Dragons had so many block puzzles in it. Also, has anyone ever mentioned Grim Jim's Pudge? Because boy, oh boy, is he a pudgy guy. I can fix this. There we go. Where are we going with this? Hopefully I'm going in the right direction. I see treasure. A Dark Horse Medallion. And a Grit Gauntlet. I'm pretty sure that one is for the Gauntlet as well, the Colosseum. It is an accessory. While under 50% HP, damage and damage reduction increased by 20%. So it's those kinds of items. Well, that cleared up something spooky. You got any treasure over here? Why are you even here? Skeleton Man, why are you even here? What is your purpose? What, when you had a bigger aggro radius, you'd be able to, like, find us from, like, right here or something? Sucks to be you, huh? That update has definitely broken some of these areas. Oh boy, guillotine, that's lovely. Okay, where are you going? Where are all these Grim Gyms going? In such a hurry. Oh, looks like they don't go anywhere, because I can't even push them. We got a demonic name badge, which I also have a feeling is villain-based. Yes. Clock in for the longest shift ever. Eternity. When the wearer dies, it deals 25% of their max HP as damage to all enemies. It must have bad karma. Well, no wonder. We're in a villain's castle, so of course there's going to be a bad karma thing. But I think Brooder is done with this area. Let me just go and check that, that coffin real quick. Maybe some other parts of this area, just in case I'm missing a treasure or something. I don't see anything else. And that does nothing. Okay, Muchacho Man, it's all up to you. I think we opened up the rest of the way. I think we have to go through the Feast Man to get the spot token. Yep, there it is right there. Got anything else to loot around here? Oh, I've seen this in Zelda games before. Aha! I knew that would be relevant for something. It should have that little faded version of the floor below it, just like other Zelda games, so you know you can drop down through there. Aha! The crossbow bolts could connect in midair. 1 in a million chance. More head armor, and that's about it. Ha, you missed. Look at you trying to be clever, Mr. Trap, but I am the most clever of them all. Look, I'm really sorry about that, dude. Just like, you were just kind of chilling and you wanted to eat. That's about it. You didn't deserve that at all. I feel kind of bad. Suplex! Are we done with this area? Because boy, this is a long area. I think right around here is where the Brooder was supposed to fix something, and an electrified Iron Maiden. I don't have Veneta with me. I should have brought Veneta on this team. I think we could come back here later and check that out. I think we'll be able to come back later. That would be really silly if I miss out on a power just because I put Veneta on the wrong team. This must be it. Quite the casa, even for a wrestling champion. I better look for clues. A bloodbath. Bathtub. Unsurprisingly, it smells fruity. Did he drink so much fruit juice that his blood turned into fruit? Very impressive. Looks like Grim Jim has had quite a career. And Phil Ectory is always by his side. This is where it must have happened. Only Ash remains inside. Oh, that's all the clues I need. Okay. What's going on? Show yourself. Wait, is that Gravebird? Neon Gravebird? So you're an evil force that roams here.
It's prime time, folks.
Evil force, is that what they said? I can't catch a break. Ah, well, doesn't matter anyway. Why is that? I can't stay. But that's enough. Are we gonna fight, or are you just gonna stand there looking stupid all day? Neon Gravebird, why didn't you turn evil? You know, we're gonna give him... You saw it last time, the long way down. It uppercuts people into the air. I wonder if we could do that again. I wonder if we could remove him with a long way down. Let's see if the capacitor allows me to buff, or is it just a quirk of the elf helmet? Yeah, it's only a quirk of the elf helmet, apparently. Let's give him the long way down. Let's see if this works. Is he a boss? Yeet! Nope, he's a boss. Okay, noted. Thank goodness it still does damage. Watch out, he's vibing. I don't want to kill him immediately. I want him to suffer a little bit. We'll give him the stunner. Get a nice shot of Muchacho Man's butt when he does that attack. Okay, Boxwood special. Using some tag teams, because I haven't in a while. Jimmy really is the best when he's tag teaming with other people. What? Where does he get the spam tin wings from? Muchacho, you want to do some old times? Gotta say, Jimmy is quite a powerful fellow if he could just lift a guy like that. Let's give him detention. Oh no, he's immune to stuns. And he hates Barbet for some reason. Does he have anything to steal? What? Boy, it smells like broken here. I thought that would insta-kill him because he's fatigued, but apparently not. At least he's attacking someone other than Barbet this time. Jimmy's got a little bit of lightning damage of his own as well. Has a chance to KO the target if they're fatigued. Let's try it again. Maybe it's not as easy because he's a boss. Then we'll just take him out the old-fashioned way. The way the wrestling gods intended. And Jimmy gets some much-needed level-ups. Now, Bird, you're gonna tell me what you meant about not being able to stay. Ow! You know I'm not a bird, right? Stop squawking and tuck, Baharo. That means bird. It's simple, really. I can't stay because this place isn't an abandoned anymore. Grim Jim is coming back. Gay? How's that possible? Beats me. Ah, man. Now my jacket has a blood stain. I don't think there's anything else for me to do here. Let's go get Vanetta. Can we bring the Broder in here now? Oh, maybe the teams have reunited already. Ah, good. Ah, good. I don't have to come back here later. We can do it right now. Let's see what this Iron Maiden has in store for us. Except rock and roll. Is it heavy metal? I think they're heavy. Well, that's an Iron Maiden, all right. That gave her... What did that give her? Here's the Iron Maiden move. Ride or Die, she already had that. Tactical Concealment, she already had that. Did she get anything from that? I don't see anything new. Maybe it added some dual techs. I don't know. That's kind of weird. It looks like Iron Maiden really didn't add anything for her. Unless it's Machine Vengeance, but I'm pretty sure she already had that. That's kind of odd. Wanna try that again? No? Alright. Anyway, welcome back to the team. You're with your boyfriend now. You can help him level up whenever we get in battles again. Now we have to leave the way we came in, though. I guess that's all really just to give you a chance to pick up the Iron Maiden. And maybe do the other things that you might have missed or skipped out on. You know, case to place. Steal all of Grim Jim's stuff. So, you know, there was a reason for that backtracking a little bit. As far as I could tell, anyway. We have solved the murder of Grim Jim. He wasn't actually murdered, it was just part of the script. Wait, what am I saying? Santo Cielo, it's like a ghost town. Where is everyone? Maybe the rest of the crew is at the pub. Yeah, I know what a tavern is. I know what a tavern is. It's a pub. Yeah, I know. Also, all the toys are in hiding for some reason. Is the hospital still working? Oh, yeah, he's still here. You got leeched upon. Even though I still think that's a flea. Don't look like no leech to me. Well, at least the flute guy is still here, jiving on his flute. And that's all that matters. Hello, anyone there? Vala, vacation Ken? Ah, the furries are still here.
What's going on?
A customer? No way. Sorry, lady, I'm not here to buy anything. I'm looking for my friends. No, you haven't heard? Phylactery is making an announcement about Grim Jim. Everyone's over at the Suplex Spire, waiting to hear what it is. Canustos! I gotta get over there. Thanks for telling me what to do instead of just doing it. We don't want to take too much player agency away from the player by making them travel through several empty screens to go to the Suplex Spire. Because what's he gonna do? Is he gonna go shopping? I see Grim Jim still on the big screen. Calgarians! The spirits have revealed much to me. You won't remain in the dark for long, oh no. Muchacho Man, you're back.
Can you dig it?
See, back from Grim Jim's tower. Ah, yes. Where Grim Jim kept the Calgaria Championship belt. Like I said before, muchacho, I never believed that he deserved it. What? When did you... Like we agreed. The Calgaria Championship belt belongs to someone worthy. Someone like you, muchacho man. Are you trying to tempt me again, Elefante? Agreed. What? I better get on stage. What's he planning? What's he planning? Deceit! Treachery! But the surprises do not end there, Calgarians. Oh no! The spirits from the other side have revealed much to me. Muchacho Man, what did you find in Grim Jim's tower? Nothing, only ash. There were no clues. Is that true? There was no evidence other than that burnt coffin. I see. That's exactly what I would expect a liar to say. Oh no. Gay? Oh no. You've wasted your opportunity to come clean. The truth is revealed. What are you talking about?
An elephant never.
Oh no.
forgets.
Oh yes. Oh, see. I mean, what? Elephant? Wow, he is evil. Elephant, you are the one who murdered the Grim Jim. The Grim Jim. The one and only. Calgaria, you have to understand. I did this for you. Grim didn't deserve the Calgaria Championship belt. It had to be someone better. Someone like Muchacho Man. Hey, I win my belts in the ring, not skulking in the shadows. Elephant. Muchacho Man, you will be engulfed in darkness. I'm coming for you. Ah, right. I mean, what? For both of you. Rink, protect me.
What did you say?
No way, elephants. Fixing matches? Assassination? I don't want anything to do with a coward like you. Oh, we know he's acting now. I'm out. Looks like it is just you, and me. Wait, Grim! This is supposed to be a tag team match. With Break gone, you don't have a partner. The belt still goes to Muchacho Man. The revelations are not at an end. Oh no. No, partner, it's true. I do not have a partner. I have a disciple, an ally, the commander of the Dark Flock, Calgaria. Meet the Black Sheep. Oh no, it is Cult of the Lamb. Totally not a familiar face. Run! No one can stand against the Dark Flock. Oh, it was a hell of a drop kick. Return when you're ready to face me in the Grim Gym. Not for a belt, but for vengeance. For a reckoning. I have something special planned for you, elephant. So that's why he's called the Grim Shepard now. He has the Cult of the Lamb under his power. Retreat! You can't deal with those guns and those axes and those hammers. If they get a dagger, though, that's kind of easy. The claw. We could kind of deal with the claw, too. The sword, well, that's kind of basic. But he's got, like, Cthulhu powers. And he has cultists that don't wear clothes. Run away!
Learn, change.
This is bad, team. Elephant definitely outmaneuvered us this time.
Take some note.
But it's not true. We had nothing to do with the murder of Grim Jim. That doesn't matter, unfortunately. Not as long as the fans are willing to believe Elephant's storyline, which he dramatized masterfully. He made the Muchacho Man look like his crony, while Brink Logan looks even more like an upstanding guy for refusing to defend Elephant. Then I simply won't fight. If you do that, he'll look weak. The crowd already dislikes you because of your association with Elephant, false as it is. You're a total heel right now. That's not true, look at my karma. Your only hope is for you and the Brooder to fight, win, and then give the belt back to Grim Jim. Make it clear you had nothing to do with the Elephant in front of all of Cargalia.
You. Oh.
Banana, where you going?
Salutation.
I need to find out why my Iron Maiden ability isn't working. I don't believe I could add much to the proceedings here, James. I just need to be alone for a while. I'll meet you in the next town. I'm sorry. Wait, does this mean she's not gonna gym me my Jimmy bar anymore? Did I just get broke up?
Whatever.
You gonna do something about that? They'll be okay. They need to focus on the FWC in our next move right now. I can't believe I let myself get so wrapped up in this wrestling nonsense. What are you talking about? If you want something done, better do it yourself. Where are you going? I'm going to do what I set out to do. Well, I still have the chance.
Leave not.
There's a little tension going on in Team Muchacho. That was great! And then when we revealed the Black Sheep, the audience went crazy. I bet the podcasts are going to be buzzing tonight. With all those influences that live in my town. It certainly feels good to be back. And you, Mr. Logan. You did a great job out there. And I see you have some friends with you. Luchador! It's been so long. I hear you've been doing some exciting things with LCW. Good for you. Hey there, Stag. I didn't expect to see you again.
It takes a sharp man to
I hope you
take
don't
the
mind
right
that I
shot.
brought them, sir. Not at all, Brink. In fact, they could probably lend a hand. Yes, I think they would be quite useful. Rad Cod has the details of your next assignment. We're moving Grim Jim's casket beneath the match and suplex spire, but the entrance to the basement is locked on the other side. We'll have to take the long way around, through a tunnel underneath the tower in Hexwood. We have a crew there with the casket. You just need an escort. Those tunnels haven't been patrolled in years. No telling what could be down there. Whatever it is, you can count on us, sir. Come on, guys. You really think you could trust them? Them? No. Brink? Absolutely. So it's a good thing we got some of the luchador, the luchador. Still doing it. Still saying the wrong thing. A little beefed up. So they could deal with this next section. But at least we could go shopping for this team now. I probably want an elf helmet on Stag, at least. Because this team isn't really all about the buffs. And I'm not really sure if anybody really... You know what? We can't campfire with this team anyway, so it doesn't really matter who gets an elf helmet. I don't even think I could buy them now to come to think of it. So I don't think that's going to really matter much either. But I'm sure there's some kind of upgrades in here for this team. Well, there's medieval guns, of course. Looks like Lochador could use some more armor in the boot section. Yeah, a lot of this just seems like raw defense up and not much else. Except for the charisma knockback chance, but we're good on the hype generation, I believe. Charisma doesn't really affect anything else. Even though Muchacho Man definitely has more charisma than Brink Logan. Brink Logan's got wisdom, kinda. Sometimes he's not quite aware on things, but then again, he could just be rolling ones. So we're heading off to Hexwood. I told you it would be relevant. Actually, I think there might be a cart for Jimmy in Hexwood too. So one of these days I gotta bring Team Muchacho over here and go ahead and loot that. Alright, the Paw crew with the Grim Jim's casket will be waiting for us at the central tower. You know, if they haven't been killed by orcs yet. Maybe that would have been wise to, like, give them some backup if they can't deal with orcs. Why did you just send them off alone? Give them at least guns or something. Yeah, Jimmy. We need Toy Box Jimmy for this. Who the hell is a Toy Box Jimmy? I don't know what that is. There's treasure chests in these towers. Don't skimp the towers. Gisarmino. I think that's how you pronounce that thing. It's definitely a rad cod weapon. An Italian polearm. 62 weapon rating / damage. So Gisarme is probably the right terminology if it's Italian. I wouldn't know. Hi, Cal. Calgarian Rangers used to use these places as strongholds to protect our forests. Thanks for the lore. Why didn't you have any treasure to go along with it? This is a lone archer cow trying to defend these woods from all these orcs. He's not doing a very good job. Loot, loot, loot. Loot is such a funny word. It's also a musical instrument that might have been used in the medieval times. Look at that. That is some nice graphic right there. It's a spirit boost. There's one thing to be said about this game. This room could have just had a treasure chest in it, but you got like all of this going on. You got there's an arm thing here. You got all of this set dressing just for this one room that you're going to be in for like less than 30 seconds. A lot of the set dressings in this game is like none of them are like alike. Like, of course, it has to fit the D&D aesthetic of the hexes and like the medieval kind of looking forest thing, but every area is unique in something. Every area is special, and it really feels like you're on some kind of wrestling quest, visiting all these places, picking up smoke green. So I give it a point for that. I give it a point for their attention to detail, making sure that it doesn't seem too bland and boring as you backtrack through it. I'm going to criticize them about that backtracking until they fix it. Fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. I'm an entitled gamer. I insist you must fix the problem. You must hit the fix button on your program machine. Just do it. Just hit fix backtracking. Official Krosnar the Barbarian armor. Well, that's gotta be on Stag. Come on. Where he can't wear the... Okay, there it is. It's authentic, we swear. Low armor rating, but increases your damage. Yeah, that sounds like a Stag if I ever seen one. Especially since damage calculation for the Luchador is based on speed and not his power anyway. Also, this is a poison swamp, I think. Either that or it's a magical fairy pool. Because purple can mean fairies. You guys, the escort.
Roger, roger.
Yeah, thanks for waiting. Are you kidding? No way we're going down there alone.
Anyways,
He's afraid of the dark. More like afraid of the arrow to the skull. Or maybe even to the knee. Once we get moving, we're gonna just keep going. We're counting on you to clear the way of anything dangerous, okay? Might want to split up to cover more ground. Seems like the teams will be a little uneven, so I might have Logan man a two-man party because he's so powerful, and have like Radcod, Stag, and Luchador on the other team, and it could be oh, so that's gonna have to be the two-man. But Brink there. Celine's on... well, Luchador is going to be on this side. And I want Stag in the lead for Team 1. So we get to hear this music while we're doing this. You know what? I forgot to put a manager on the other team. You can't put Captain Lou on there now. Well, Stag will go north. Take care of the crossbows and the skeletons. You can't let these guys get hit by things. Also, Rad's level is downright pathetic. He has like level 17. Also, we gotta break those crossbows too. The crossbows are the biggest threats here. The enemies kind of just be in your way. In fact, speaking of enemies, I think we got most of the crossbows out of the way. I wonder if I can sneak past this guy. I don't think so, though. I think he's gonna aggro as soon as he turns around. Okay, maybe not. Never mind then. let's just comb this entire area for a little bit. We gotta get rid of these. There's not many threats that could actually injure the guys at the coffin, except for those crossbows. As you can see, they got hit a couple times, because I forgot about the crossbows down the bottom. But we could clean up this path at least. And hang out right there. And now Stag has to find a way through his mess. Okay, there we go. I think we have to wait for them to transition though, so yeah, can you guys like hurry it up a little bit? Just that sprint. Fast forward. Let's go. Come on. Stag could pull that by himself. There we go. Now we have to clean up over here. This is an escort mission. Most definitely. And we have to play with a switch puzzle too. To open up the portcullis. Nope. That's not it. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Nope, you don't see a giant humanoid moose. No, you do not. You know what, cuz? I'm gonna go up ahead now. Oh boy! My favorite! Escort the statue puzzle. Where are we taking this thing? It's not up there. Oh boy, another elf helmet. Who wants an elf helmet? I think Luchador can't wear any other helmets because of that. Luchador really can't wear any other helmets because of that. That's making his speed do damage. So, Rad Cod, you could have an elf helmet. I didn't see that skeleton there. You know what? I haven't done any tag team moves with these guys yet, so let's take a look at some of these. Like the thunderclap and slap. Pretty standard. Sometimes the dual techs in this game are just kind of like Chrono Triggers, where it's just two characters using their moves in tandem. Okay, that's where the statue goes. How about no? No. No. And no. In fact, I think that coffin is frozen where it is until I go over to Brink Logan and let it transition. So we have all the time in the world to push this statue where it needs to go. And to listen to those funky medieval beats while we do it. Yeah. Doesn't that make you want to eat hard bread? And, like, raw meat? Because, as we all know, the medieval times didn't invent cooking yet. In fact, in some parts of the medieval world, they were using poop as fuel. Music to cook your poop to. Now in record stores everywhere. Come on guys, let's go. Don't mind the orcs. Those orcs are not going to bother you at all. Faster. Faster. Let's go. I'm helping. Come on. This escort is so slow. Maybe you should make them move a little bit faster. Maybe they'll be a bit more of a threat to this escort mission if they moved a little bit faster. Because then you would have to be really quick on killing those crossbows. Also, you can't stand in front of them. Hey Stag, how you doing? Oh, you know, just chilling. Man, those guys are taking forever. We could have pulled that by now. Oh no, deer crossing. Stag, you just wasted another 30 seconds. I know. It's funny as hell. Why can't these guys go faster? Look, I had to entertain myself some way. Please go. Imagine how many times they got shot by crossbows if I didn't break those crossbows in that hallway. Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Am I stuck in the wall yet? Come on. Go. Vanish into the next screen. Yep, this is where it's supposed to turn. Finally! I've had enough danger and darkness for today. We didn't really have any danger, really. That wasn't very dangerous. Now that we're done here, we can unlock the door that leads up to the suplex spire. Esports and espionage. Oh, but I thought that said esports. On final adjustment. There we go, I dusted it off for you. Dios mío, what'd you do? Just a little curse I got off of Grim Jim. It makes the casket more effective.
After this, it's time to
At
hit the
what?
dusty trail.
Holding a corpse? No. Creating one. This coffin ought to put Muchacho Man on ice. You mean like a hockey player? Stag, you're not this thick. You dense. No, I mean, it will imprison him. Stop him from being a thorn in Mr. Font's side. I think he was going to say kill, but he didn't really say the word. So I'm going to be convinced that he did. Great job, team. Let's head up to the suplex spire. Guys, what's the matter? Brink, I never expected anything like this. Yeah, Brink, I don't know how to feel about that casket and what they're going to do with it. Seriously? Celine, you've been on my case for weeks asking where my head is, and here I try to show you, and... Show us what, Brink? That you're a criminal? No, that we're family. You think I don't care about cutting Stag loose, right? Well, I do. I missed you, and I'm glad you're back. But I want to see you to see the vision. I want all of you to. So I wanted to show you where I was going, what I do, and make you part of it. Brink, what the break are you talking about? Just what exactly... Pa, sister, Pa. Mr. Font is a genius. Oh, he's that kind of, yeah. There's going to be a Pa banner hanging from every stadium in the toy room. And I'll be its champion. Join me, please. A championship isn't as sweet when you can't share with the ones you love. Frank, we can't be a part of this. Why? Because it didn't happen inside a wrestling ring? Come on, sis. This is no different from what I did with Dad back in the HCW. I killed people there, too. Remember when we had the shoot match Cold Front to save Snowslemania? We killed them. If you see them anymore, they're zombies. That was acceptable, wasn't it? Yeah, but... But what was it, really? A street fight. A brawl. You didn't even blink at it. Neither of you. So spare me your righteousness. I'm no different than I was before. I don't think there's the same context, except when I'm alone, apparently. Brink? Go home, Celine. All of you. Just go home. Well, that was well and truly borked.
Now I'm here.
Let's go over that plan for the match again. What was that surprise you wanted me to mention, Elephant?
Unexpected.
You know the casket I burned you in? We rigged it so anything put inside would be destroyed. It would provide a rather dramatic ending to your friend Phil. Wait. Is that the name of Muchacho? I forgot what Muchacho Man's first name was. Was it Phil? Oh, am I late? I didn't know you guys were here already. What's the plan? During the match, Grim Jim will chokeslam Muchacho Man into the basement level. Everyone will follow. Oh, so it's very much like the Undertaker versus Mankind match? Except that was kind of a botch job, and that wasn't supposed to happen. Muchacho Man will have Grim Jim's phylactery and throw it into the casket. That's when you, Phil, will jump in the way and deflect it, falling into the casket yourself. Okay, then what happens? Your sacrifice will be quite touching, and the audience will be enraged at Muchacho Man. Grim and the Black Sheep will then defeat him, once and for all. Wait, my sacrifice? What do you mean? We mean you can go back into retirement. Quietly, and remembered as a hero by your fans. What? Oh, no way! You can't separate me and Grim Jim? Look, Phil, maybe you should think about this. You weren't thrilled to come out of retirement. And the ideas of you having my life essence in that phylactery was getting tired. But I do have your life essence in the phylactery. Listen, Phil, we need you to make room for the next evolution in Grim Jim's character. The Dark Flock idea is really picking up steam. Fans are already starting to call themselves part of it. Some of them are dancing naked in my camp. Grim Jim is poised to become the Grim Shepard. Ooh, just saying it sends chills down my trunk. The Grim Shepard, the Black Sheep, the Dark Flock. This is a plot line we could squeeze for years. You being around just complicates all of that. Grim, what do you think? Well, you know how this goes. It's just business. Alright, if it helps Grim, I'll go into the casket and then quietly into retirement again. Great, it's settled. But please don't make me lose in Calgaria, my home. Push my retirement to a future match. We can do that, Phil. I'll see you all at the match. Poor Phil's got the short end of the stick here. The casket's in place and rigged up, but you're still gonna use it on Phil, are you? I thought this man was good. The plan was gonna use it on Muchacho Man. This is gonna kill Phil for real. Because it's not enough that Muchacho Man is beaten and forgotten. He needs to be hated. The last thing I want is someone following his example and causing more trouble for us. Plus, we need Phil out of the way so we can have the Grim Shepherd, Black Sheep, and the Dark Flock. But wouldn't Phil be the real hero? He's been loyal to Pa for ages. Heh! I trained the audience, Radcon. No one wants a real hero. They want excuses to act like animals. Literally. Enough wasting my time with these spandex-clad chokeslammers. Time to find a elephant and end his reign of terror. Barbet's going rogue! Seriously, we don't have another time for another scene. Now there's a familiar set of gills that might know a thing or two. I should follow them. Follow that fish! Don't get too close. Can I save? Can I save? I don't want to take a medieval road trip right now. I just want to save. Okay, good. Next time on WrestleQuest. We're gonna follow that fish. Something's fishy around here. And it ain't the fish. Good night, folks.